It's huge. And every one of us in this room has those kinds of issues with God. I believe it. I believe we all do. Something you expected God to do for you and He didn't come through. So what I want to do here today is I'd like to take you through an exercise that I do in my office, but we're going to be doing it as a group, so this might be a little bit different for some of you folks. I'm going to lead you in prayer, and I'll be talking to you as we go through that prayer time. It will be a little different. I'm going to ask you at some point to see if you can visualize Jesus. Now, a number of years ago, 20-some years ago, my wife and I worked on a project together which was to build a faith vision for our spouse. So I wrote one for her and she wrote one for me. And she's struggling with one. She spent, several hours working, trying to come up with something, and she just wasn't doing a good, she couldn't get anything. She just was dry, nothing creative. And so she just cries out to the Holy Spirit. She said, "Holy Spirit, I'm just not creative. I just can't do this." And the Holy Spirit whispered back to her, "You're creative. Why, you can imagine worst case scenario with no problem." Right? Anybody here have a problem dealing with worst case scenario?
Yeah, me and Esther.
In any situation, can you see all the bad stuff that could possibly happen? Yeah. What?
Stupid for not being aware.
Exactly. So the point here is that what we're doing, you might feel a little uncomfortable. You're going to have your eyes closed. This is between you and Jesus, and as we lead you through this. But I just want you to feel relaxed about being creative. Don't worry about this. Just take what happens. Okay? And there are some people still that will have difficulty visualizing those things. So I want you to listen to the Holy Spirit. I want you to listen to God's voice so that you can hear Him speak to you. His voice might sound a little bit like your own, and you might start questioning that. But don't do it. If it sounds weird, if something comes back to you and you hear a voice say something to you that's strange or weird, then just ask Jesus, "Jesus, is that you or is that the enemy?" And see what He says. Okay? So I'd like for you to just bow your heads with me right now and just keep your eyes closed.